afternoon to everyone. Myself, Simply from Pune Knowledge Cluster. We welcome you all for joining us today in our online webinar session on e-waste and sustainable management. So, introducing Pune Knowledge Cluster to our first-time participants in this webinar and also to our regular attendees of the webinar sessions. PKC has been established by the Office of Principal Scientific Advice to the Government of India. It's a cluster that is that's under the Government of India for the City Knowledge and Innovation Cluster Initiative, and it aims to bring academician, industries, other research organizations, and civic bodies, local and state governments to collect work for the betterment of Pune city by leveraging the science and technology capabilities of its partnering organizations. Many of you might be aware with the PKC initiatives in different domains of health vertical, sustainability, capacity building, and other fellowship programs also we have for students and basically in the field of chemistry. We also regularly organize sustainable initiative talk series where we bring our partner organizations to share their experience and upcoming technologies and other developments in the field. So today we have Dr. Renu Sharma with us. She is the research advocacy from HME. She is the leading pan-India sustainability campaign at her organization, under which, along with her team, she has mobilized 50,000 youth in the last few years, and she has taken up and encouraging them to take up green actions and lifestyle changes and for the betterment of environment. She's also the editor-in-chief of HME quarterly newsletter Ecotech Talks, which represent a sustainability platform to discuss and disseminate about policy targets, perspectives, and latest news on the theme of waste management, majorly specializing in the field of e-waste management. Today, she will be sharing her experience in this field, and how we can also contribute from our side in this e-waste management and their solutions. So we welcome you, Dr. Renu Sharma. Thank you for joining us today and sharing again for sharing your experience with us.
So, thank you so much. On behalf of my organization, HME Waste Management, we would like to express our gratitude to Pune Knowledge Cluster and as well as to all the participants who have taken out time to attend this session. So, I'm grateful and thankful to all of you. So, I'm just opening my presentation and Dr. Simpy, just please let me know if full screen is visible to.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, okay. So, yes, welcome Green Warriors to this session on Mission Life and e-waste management, wherein the word LIFE stands for lifestyle for environment. And apart from this mission lifestyle for environment, we will also be, talking about e-waste and how we can manage, at least at our individual level, what we can do to manage our e-waste. So before moving ahead, I would like to again express my gratitude to all the sustainability partners who have been supporting HME by supporting HME's green campaign known as hashtag Be a Green Warrior campaign, and these are our corporate partners who are supporting us, and with their support we are actually able to create awareness among various stakeholders. So the focus of today's presentation is going to be e-waste, but e-waste in our everyday life. That is the main focus. So through this session, we will try to understand that what exactly is the linkage or association of e-waste and how is it linked to our everyday life. So in that sense, we will try to understand and explore the what, why, and how question related to e-waste in our everyday life. So this session is basically to reflect on our own everyday relation and experiences with e-waste, and also to understand that we also have a responsibility towards managing our e-waste. So, before knowing about what, why, and how of e-waste, we must first understand our own location. So, locating the self is a very important thing. Uh, in this entire ecosystem or the system of e-waste and its waste and its management, there are various stakeholders. Like government is also a stakeholder, consumers are also a stakeholder, producer companies, manufacturers, refurbisher, recyclers, labor departments, they all are, the diverse stakeholders in this ecosystem of e-waste and its management. But when we are talking about the participants of this session, we must understand that we are today attending this session as a consumer of gadgets or triple E items. So at this point of time, I would like to ask you one question, like how many smart gadget or smart devices are you presently carrying with you right now at this point of time? So can you please share your responses uh,
In the
in the
chat box
chat
that you
box,
can share.
and not just how many gadgets, but
Mhm.
also if you can list out some of the gadget or smart devices that you are carrying right now while attending this session.
I request Dr. Renu that if you can share your PPT once again, if it's done.
Simply your voice is not
I'm
clear.
saying that you can share the PPT once again. It's has not
Okay.
come. We have tried that. It was there. Right now it's not there. You can share again. And yes, as she has asked, ma'am has asked for. You can mention number of gadgets that you are having right now around you. If you can name them also and a
Not
number.
means the smart gadget or devices that each individual who is attending this session is carrying right now. Like for example, if I talk about myself, so I'm carrying this Bluetooth, I'm carrying this phone, I'm carrying the charger of this phone, also I'm having this laptop, along with that I'm also having this laptop charger, I'm also carrying this smartwatch. So these all are smart devices that I'm presently carrying right now, and also I'm having the pen drive with me. So if I talk about my number of gadgets that I am carrying. So in total, it is around one, two, three, four, this five laptop, then six laptop charger, then seven pen drive. So seven gadgets means in total I am carrying right now. So similarly, you can also just drop your message or response in the chat box, and let us know that how many and what all gadgets you are presently carrying while attending this session. So like for example, I am carrying seven gadget at this moment. Simply, can you read the messages? I'm not able to see the messages. Four number of smart gadgets. Okay, Simpy has written. Okay.
So mobile, earphone, smartphone, laptop, earphone, charger, mobile, AirPod, and smartwatches. So too many responses are there.
Laptop, cell phone, earphone, charger. For now, it's four. Okay. So, are you also carrying the cell phone charger with you? Okay, charger. By charger, do you mean laptop charger or phone charger? VJ, VG, Vaishnavi Huge. Vaishnavi has written that she is carrying laptop, cell phone, earphone, charger. So, charger for laptop or charger for mobile? I suppose it is both. So, in that sense, you are carrying five gadget right now. Now, Divya Bala is saying smartphone and earphone. Again, my question: are you also carrying its charger? Then it makes it three gadget. Simply is saying four number. Xavier Jayasingh is saying mobile, laptop, headphone, and charger. Again, if I assume that this is the charger for laptop, you are having charger for laptop as well as mobile, so then it makes it five. Okay. So on an average, if I assume that you all are carrying five devices, means including laptop charger, phone charger, you must be having Bluetooth or pen drive, etc., etc. So in total, if I assume that on an average you all are carrying five devices each, and if I assume that there are so far 18 or 20 participants, so in total, how many gadget are all of you carrying as a group? if there are 20 participants and each one of you, are carrying 5 gadgets at this point of time, so how many gadgets in total?
100.
100, right? So this particular 100 number is actually the e-waste footprint of this particular group, because all these gadgets, when they reach their end of life, they all will become e-waste. So we cannot say that the problem or the issue of e-waste is not related to us. Just now we have seen that we all are contributing to, we are all creating e-waste footprint, and our own gadgets will become e-waste in some point of time in future. And whenever we talk about the national statistics related to e-waste or the global statistics related to e-waste, so this particular small exercise is just to, make you reflect that your own e-waste footprint is going to, contribute towards the national statistics also of e-waste generation, as well as the global statistics related to, e-waste. So we cannot, say that we don't have contribution towards the national or the global statistic. That's why the focus of this presentation is to understand and explore the relationship between our everyday life, our everyday consumption, or our everyday usage of, these gadgets and e-waste generation. So I hope this point is clear. Uh, that's why before understanding what exactly is e-waste and its impact and xyz, it is very important to understand our own location. Like just now we have seen that we all are carrying around 100 gadget at this point of time, and I'm sure at your home or and other places or offices, you must be having some other gadgets also. So e-waste footprint, your e-waste footprint is actually going to be much more higher. So in that sense we can say that we all are consumer of, these gadgets, these electronic and electrical equipments, whether in individual sense or, in a collective bulk sense as well. Like if I talk about the office premises of PKC, so I'm sure it must be having various gadgets, various electronic electrical devices at their office premises and, office building. So in that sense PKC is also a bulk consumer of these smart gadgets or equipment. So uh, yes, we will, talk about e-waste, its impact, and, ways to mitigate it from the point of view of a consumer, be it individual consumer or bulk consumer. And yes, as you all know that sustainability, when we talk about sustainability, it is basic, it talks about, balancing the three P's, that is people, planet, and profit. Similarly, when we talk about e-waste, so e-waste is not just an environmental issue or environmental problem. It has got its social, implication also. It has got its economic implication also, that we will understand in, a later slide. So just like sustainability as a, whole concept, it talks about these three P's. Similarly, whenever we are talking about e-waste, it is very important to understand and reflect on the economic aspect related to e-waste, the social aspect related to e-waste, and obviously the environmental aspect related to e-waste. So e-waste is not just a mere environmental problem or concern. Also another, these two images are there. So let us reflect on these two images, and according to you, what does these two images, indicate to you? So can you please just drop your responses in the chat box, like what does this image one connote to you or indicate to you, and what does this image two indicate to you? Image one and image two.
Image one is that okay. So I'll just request ki presentation is not visible to us right now. So if you say, I
Is
can
it
see
visible
that.
now?
Right. No, I think I can't see this presentation. Yeah.
Is the
Simply has,
presentation visible?
no, no. Simply has
Uh,
started the screen sharing it.
Simply, your voice is coming very low. Can you speak a bit louder?
is it fine now?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
Yeah, we can see the presentation. Yeah.
yes. Is this presentation slide visible to everyone?
Yes, it's now and it's on the slide number one. You can say me. I'll keep changing on the slideshow. I'll keep changing the slides. It's on the first slide right now.
Are you able to see that slide in which two images are shown?
Image one and image two.
Yes.
Yes, it's there.
Huh. So I basically want to know from the participant that what does these two images indicate to them. After seeing image 1 and image 2, what thoughts are coming in your mind? Just write it down in the chat box, and simply if you can just read those responses. Image 1 and image 2, these are very simple images. So I'm sure after seeing these two images, some thoughts must have come in your mind. So I just want to know your opinion on these two images.
It's the one is saying work together to save the planet from e-waste,
Hmm.
and yes, this is just one and image one and image two. Yes, is in response to that.
Okay, so let me, in the meanwhile, you can just, write your answers. In the meanwhile, I can just share my perspective on these two images. Like image one to me indicate, at least to me, is that, our society has got two crucial, perspectives or realities. So, on one side, for our survival, the sustainability of our planet is very very important, right? But simultaneously for our technological growth, we do need these devices and gadgets. So what becomes important is that we need to maintain a balance between these two crucial aspects of our present day society. We certainly need planet's well-being, as well as we certainly need technological growth as well. So we cannot we cannot negate the importance of our technological growth. So what becomes important is that we need to maintain a balance between these two, so that the entire thing become more sustainable, right? And that is actually the core of sustainability. It talks about balancing the three p's. And the image two actually indicates to me that if we want to make this entire scenario sustainable, so in fact the efforts and the endeavors of all these stakeholders are required and are needed. And yes, collective efforts are very very important to maintain our planet in a sustainable condition. But yes, if on image 2, if we will remove any of the portion of the puzzle, green puzzle, which is being shown, so then again it will, this picture will not become complete. So what does that mean? That yes, collective actions are also very very important, but individual actions are also very very important. Because at times what happens that whenever we talk about environmental conservation and preservation, we certainly tend to highlight the role of collective actions, while somehow lowering down the importance of our individual actions. But image 2 clearly indicates that individual actions are also very very important. If we will not put in individual actions, the entire scenario can't be made sustainable, and this image or the puzzle will not get complete. So that is actually the focus of mission life, wherein the word again, life stands for lifestyle for environment. So this particular movement, it talks about or it takes on a behavioral or lifestyle approach to achieving sustainability for our environment. And this particular mission life has been introduced by our prime minister during the 26th conference on climate change in Glasgow. And it actually emphasizes on the need for all of us to come together and take lifestyle for environment forward as a campaign. And it talks about that we need to make it a mass movement, means we need to make environmentally conscious lifestyle as a mass movement. So the focus or the objective of this mission life is that during the period of 2022 to 2028, this mission life actually intends to mobilize 1 billion, that is 100 cr Indian as well as global citizens, so that they can take up green lifestyle and action, and they can practice these green lifestyle and action in their everyday life. So in that sense, mission life is not, since it is introduced by a prime minister of India, so it's not so that this particular mission is just for the Indians. It actually, the main objective of this mission is to mobilize not just Indian citizens but also global citizens as well. In that context, we can say that mission life is basically an India led global movement. So I think I have also circulated certain documents, and I'm sure you all must have got those documents. So one of the document is the mission life document, which has been published by Niti Aayog. So on the page number 10 to 12, you will find actually a list of around 75 doable life actions which you all can practice in your everyday life, whether as an individual or at your institutional level, and become pro planet people or institution. So this particular document, it actually categorizes those 75 life actions into seven major category, and one of the major category is how to reduce waste, and that is actually the focus of this presentation as well. So now, talking directly about e-waste in our everyday life, and let's talk about the what question related to e-waste. So the first question to understand the what of e-waste is like this: like, what is the first thing that you all have seen today in the morning? So what is the first thing that you have seen today in the morning, or what is the last thing you have seen before sleeping last night? What is the first thing that you have seen today in the morning?
One is sharing
Sorry?
phone.
Phone.
One is
Yeah.
yes.
So what happens at these sort of questions we have asked with other participants also at various other occasions and events. So most of the time, our participant used to tell us that the first thing that they see in the morning is their phone or any kind of gadget, or their smart watches and all, like that. So why I am asking this question is to make you reflect that these gadgets have become part of our everyday life, so much so that just in the morning these gadgets are the one which we see first in the morning. Similarly, while we are going to sleep in the night, so again we will see these gadgets and then sleep. So what does the responses to these this particular question indicate that somehow we have become so much habitual of these gadgets, and we need them, and it's not just a matter of need. Now they have become part of integral part of our everyday life, so much so that we have also become habitual of these gadgets. Like in the morning, if we don't see, so we feel frustrated and we feel anxious, stuff like that. The next question, which you have already answered in the beginning, that you have listed out various smart gadgets, and we have also calculated the e-waste footprint of this particular group, and which is coming to be 100 gadget. So it also indicates that we all are consumer of these gadgets, and we use these gadgets in our everyday life. The third question is that how do you feel when your mobile gets lost or theft, or you forget to carry it? How do you feel when your mobile gets lost or theft?
Restless, anxious.
Restless, anxious, frustrated, fearful, like that. So the responses to this particular question again indicates to the fact that these gadgets which we are using and which we are using in our everyday life, these gadgets are not just, they are no more neutral entities or neutral gadgets. The means over the period of time when we are using it, so we tend to develop certain sort of association, emotional bond, emotional memory, emotional connection with them. That's why whenever they are getting lost or they're getting theft, so we are feeling a range of emotional responses ranging from being frustrated, being anxious, being sometimes even participants have said that we felt as if कि हार्ट अटैक आ गया, ट्रॉमा जैसा लग जाता है अगर गैजेट हमारे खो जाते हैं या चोरी हो जाते हैं, स्टफ लाइक दैट. सो it indicates that these gadgets which we are using, they are no longer neutral entities, and they are very much connected to our emotions. And especially if somebody has gifted, some near and dear ones has gifted us these gadgets, so then the kind of emotional connection or emotional response tend to become much deeper. Also, the next question is that does our mobile or any gadget also has an expiry period just like our edible? So like whatever edible we are eating, so on the packets of those edibles we can clearly see that this edible product we can eat up till this particular date. So edible products are having a lifespan. So most of the time whenever we ask this question to our participant that do you know that your gadgets are also having a lifespan or expiry period, yes, just answer yes, no, not sure. So most of the participants have said that they are actually not sure whether even these gadgets are also having an expiry period, because sometimes in the user manual sometimes it's not there, and sometimes these participants may not have even noted these details in the user manual, or means at the back of the packing boxes of these gadgets. So in this context I would like to share this thing that in the year 2022, this CPCB has come up with this new gazette notification for e-waste management. So these rules are called e-waste management rules 2022. So these rules have started means implementations has started in the year 2023, April 2023. So in the year 2023 CPCB has also come up with a draft average life also for these gadgets. So you can, I think I have shared this document also. So in fact our gadgets are also having lifespan and an expiry period. So beyond that they become e-waste. So this is important for all of us to know that just like our edible products are having an expiry period or a lifespan, similarly our gadgets also cannot be used till eternity. And if we will see this draft average life documents, we will find that even our gadgets like for example if I talk about iPad or phone, so they are also having lifespan of 3 to 5 years. And some gadgets are having lifespan of 7 years, 10 years. So for that you can just refer to this draft document for your for more understanding. The next question is also very very important, that we know that we all are consumer of these gadgets, and these gadgets are also having lifespan, and they become e-waste at the end of their life. So since we are already having these gadgets, and some of our gadgets at our home or offices, they have become a e-waste. So now my question to all of you is that how do you means what do you generally do when these gadgets get old or little damaged or broken. So what is your existing, what all existing practices are you following to dispose of your old gadgets or broken gadgets or outdated non-functional gadgets? This question is very important to reflect on our existing, practices, how we are disposing of our e-waste. And again, the question is not that how you should dispose of. The question is how you are presently, disposing of your gadget, or what exactly you are doing with your old gadgets, damaged gadgets, or non-functional gadgets or devices at your home. आप अपने स्मार्ट गैजेट्स, जब वो पुराने हो जाते हैं, जब वो ई वेस्ट बन जाते हैं, तो आप क्या करते हैं उन गैजेट्स का? क्या
Again,
करना चाहिए वो क्वेश्चन नहीं है, क्वेश्चन है कि आप अपने गैजेट्स का क्या करते हैं जब वो पुराने हो जाते हैं, टूट फूट जाते हैं या नॉन फंक्शनल हो जाते हैं?
so we got some responses. So Chaitra said
सिंपली,
collect and
योर वॉइस इज वेरी लो, कैन यू प्लीज?
Okay, yes, I'll repeat. Participant has said that we collect and hand over to Swachh. So Swachh is or should I say, it's a solid waste management unit of the Pune Municipal Corporation that works at every household and the community apartment level. So they
ओके,
come daily for the dry and wet waste collection. So they may also have additionally e-waste collection also bin. And
ओके,
one participant has said either they throw away or resell. If it's having some value,
ओके,
they
थ्रो
resell
अवे
it.
वेयर, इन द डस्टबिन और वेयर?
That hasn't been mentioned.
ओके,
Uh, yes. Just that either they resell or they throw it away.
ओके, सेल इट टू क्या, व्हाट, लोकल
Resell,
कबाड़ी वाला और वेयर?
yes, might be to some phone shop. If they check and they see any value, they can. If they're giving some value, then they will resell either.
Okay, so okay, let me share the responses of the participants that we have interacted in other sessions. So
Oh,
they have actually given a lot of, I mean, means lot more diverse responses to this particular question. So sometimes they say that we just simply store our e-waste at, or just throw our e-waste at one corner at our home, maybe in almirah drawer, etc., etc., and just forget. So this is one sort of response. The other sort of response is that sometimes they give these old broken, means, or non-functional gadgets to their younger siblings to play, and sometimes they give these gadgets to maybe maid or maybe grandparents, so that they can use, if at all they can. And sometimes they say that we just throw it in the normal regular dustbin. And sometimes, obviously, most of the time they say that they give it to kabadi wala, and they the kabadi wala gives us some amount, means, for the same. And sometimes, these participants even give us very interesting response. Like they say ki, in their locality there are certain local vendors who are coming, and they are asking for our gadgets, old gadgets like TV, radio, refrigerator, mobile, or any kind of wire. And in reciprocity they are giving usable, items, like they are offering spices, they are offering fruits or berries or ice cream. So this becomes very very lucrative, especially to younger kids or adolescent kids. Like if they will give their wires or small gadgets, so in return they will get some kind of ice cream or berries or stuff like that, which is which gives them immediate satisfaction and happiness and joy. So this is also very peculiar response that we have got while interacting with various participants during our session. So yes, these are the various kind of responses that we have get. And yes, certainly there are certain participants who are a bit more aware, and they say that they give it to the authorized or the what we can say, like for example, if anybody has a Samsung mobile, old one, so they go to the Samsung outlet only and then get it either replaced or means get it some new one in exchange of the older one after giving some more amount of money and all like that. So buybacks are there. So these are some of the responses that they have reported. So most of the time we have just a second. So most of the time we felt that they are either giving it to the local kabadi wala, or they are just keeping the e-waste in their drawer almirah, and perhaps they may not be it means they may not be knowing that all these ways of disposing of their e-waste is not sustainable. So that's why it becomes very very important to have such sessions, so that so that basic sensitization can be done. And because we have felt that with respect to e-waste, even the basic sensitization is not there in the various diverse participants. Sometimes they don't know actually what is to be done. So the purpose of our session is to primarily sensitize and relate the e-waste concern issue with their everyday life, so that they know that what exactly they can do from in their limited capacity to manage at least their own e-waste. Then very very important question that we ask generally from our participant is that see, this particular session is on e-waste, so can you please tell us that what exactly this letter E stands for in e-waste? Any response? What does this letter E stands for in e-waste? Since this entire section is to explore the what question related to e-waste, that's why we are asking all these questions, so that you can reflect and understand the various what questions related to e-waste. So what
We
does
have
this letter E stands for in e-waste?
we have response electronic waste.
Electronic. Any other
Electronic.
response that is coming to your mind?
Everyone is saying electronic.
Electronic. Okay, so yes, most of the time we have also got this response that whenever we ask them that what does this letter E stands for in e-waste, so certainly they say that it is E means electronic waste. So but at times participants also report that maybe E is energy waste, environment waste, ecological waste, economic waste, etc etc. So all these responses also indicates that the basic level understanding or at least the concept of e-waste is not there, because many of the participants are not even knowing that what does this letter E stands for in e-waste. That's why they say that E can be energy waste, environment waste, economic waste, etc etc. So I would like to tell you that as per these recent e-waste management rules of 2022, if you will go through these rules, I have also circulated this gazette notification among the parties, I mean to Dr. Simpi. I'm sure you all must have got these documents. So when you will go through the various intricacies and the details present in this gazette notification, so this particular gazette notification explicitly mentions and in highlights that the letter E in e-waste stands for both electronic as well as electrical. So in simple terms, if we say that any gadget, कोई भी गैजेट जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से चलता हो या किसी भी प्रकार की अगर उसमें सेमीकंडक्टर चिप है, सो अपनी एंड ऑफ लाइफ के बाद such sort of equipments or devices will become e-waste. So from next time whenever we say e-waste, so these two words should come into our mind, that E in e-waste not just stands for electronics but also electrical waste also. So further at the end of these rule, this document, this gazette notification, you will also find schedule 1. So schedule 1 actually is having a list of around 106 type of electronic and electrical equipment that will become e-waste at the end of their life. Okay, so abhi recent amendment have also come, and the number of some more equipments have also been added to this list of 106, making it to be 126. Okay, so all these 126 type of gadgets at the end of their life, and they all will become e-waste. This is what this particular gazette notification actually categorically mentions. And yes, similarly, these gadgets, it's not so that they are just present in your office premises. Wherever we go, whether we go to our home or malls or hospitals or restaurants, etc., etc., we can find these electronic and electrical gadgets everywhere. And inside also we can find these gadgets, outside also we can find these gadgets. So what does this thing indicate? That these gadgets have become omnipresent, they are present everywhere, and actually we have popularized them. So whenever we ask this question to our participant, that like for example, if you have, how many of you have bought a mobile recently, maybe 3 months before or 6 months before or in the last 1 year? So most of the time, you know these participants have also reported that what is the reason for them that they have bought the mobile. At times their response ranges from that, see, मुझे नीड थी, मेरा मोबाइल टूट गया था. And sometimes they say कि they have been gifted these gadgets by their near and dear ones. Sometimes they say that for advanced features and for more upgraded version, we have bought a newer phone, although we were not requiring these things, but for advanced configuration, we have bought one more mobile. And similarly, when we ask them that uh, you could have bought the normal Android phone, but why have you particularly bought the iPhone? So obviously most of the time they have said that to maintain a certain social social status, or to impress others or like that. So they tend to buy gadgets like iPhone and all. So clearly, the responses to these questions indicate that we don't purchase these gadgets just for our need, but there can be diverse reasons and factors why we purchase these gadgets, and in fact, we have made them popular. So clearly all the responses to all these questions indicate that we are all consumer of these gadgets, whether individually or institutionally, and these gadgets are omnipresent: home, offices, school, colleges, mall, restaurant. Wherever you go, you will find these gadgets, and we have made them popular. We have made these gadgets popular for the reason of our need or desire for comfort, ease, sometime to maintain social status. Also sometimes we are also having certain emotional bond or memory associated with these gadgets, and sometimes we seek upgraded advanced version. That's why we buy all these gadgets, and they have become part of our everyday life, so much so that we have become addicted or habitual to these gadgets, and that's why we feel restless, frustrated, anxious whenever we don't find them around. And yes, these gadgets are also having lifespan and expiry, and they become e-waste at the end of their life. And yes, not all of us know that how to dispose of these gadgets in a sustainable manner once they become e-waste. So that's why basic awareness and sensitization becomes crucial, and that is why that is actually the focus of this session also. And also I want to point to the fact that yes, we all have, increased its demand and popularized these gadgets, which has somehow, reflected into the growth of our triple E sector also. Electrical and electronic manufacturing sector has also grown in India, and it is actually growing. And as per the India Cellular and Electronic Association report for the financial year 2024, the present growth of this triple E manufacturing sector, it is around 115 billion US dollar, and by 2023 2030, in fact, it is predicted that it will reach to the level of 500 billion US dollar. And yes, we have popularized these gadgets, we have, increased its demand, and because of other factors also, economic growth and youth aspiration and the digital India mission and Viksit Bharat, certainly this sector, this manufacturing sector of triple E item is increasing and expanding, and growth in this particular sector is certainly going to, further increase the amount of e-waste, that is being, generated in future. So all these factors are ultimately going to generate more and more e-waste in future. So, as I've already told you that e-waste, as per the new Gazette notification, it includes both electronic as well as electrical equipment. And the Schedule 1 of Gazette notification actually lists out a presents a comprehensive list of around 106 triple E items. And recently, some more amendments have come and some more devices have been added, so making it to a making this number to be 126 gadgets or triple E items. So this is just, I have just clipped it down in this slide. So the main crux is that when you will go through the Schedule 1 on page number 30 and 33 of this e-waste management rule Gazette notification, so you will find that this list has actually listed out triple E gadget or smart device as small as, small pen drive to huge medical equipments. In that sense, this particular Schedule 1, the list given in the Schedule 1, it actually presents a comprehensive list of gadgets which will become e-waste in future. Now talking about the what question with respect to the magnitude or quantum of e-waste generation in India. So, as per the Central Pollution Control's annual report, as per the Central Pollution Control Board's annual report of 2021, nearly India has produced around 1 million tons of e-waste every year. But the recent report, which is known as the UN's Global E-Waste Monitor Report of 2024, it actually indicates that this number of e-waste generated in India, it is much higher, and in fact, it is around 4 million tons of e-waste that is being generated in India every year. And if I talk about the per capita e-waste generation in India, it is coming to be 2.9 kg per year. So that means that means we all as an Indian, so our per capita generation of e-waste on an yearly basis is around 2.9 kg per year, as per this US Global E-Waste Monitor report. So certainly it is not a small, magnitude per capita. Also, we all are producing around 3 kg of e-waste every year, and we have just seen that in the beginning through that exercise on e-waste footprint. Like we all are at present, we all are having this e-waste footprint of around 100 gadget. So obviously all these gadgets will become e-waste in near future. So now talking about the e-waste generation with respect to, the global statistics. So the UN Global E-Waste Monitor report, it highlights that in India, it's the e-waste generation is 4 million ton per annum. But at a global level, the amount of e-waste generation, the quantum of e-waste generation is, much more higher. It is coming to be nearly around 62 million ton per annum, with per capita e-waste generation to be 7.8 kg per year. So that means that at a global level, each individual is producing around 7.8 kg of e-waste, means annually. So this report also highlights to the fact that India is actually the third biggest e-waste generator after USA and China. So means the previous section was all about exploring and understanding the what question related to the e-waste. Now let's focus on the why question related to e-waste. So in this we will be focusing on that why it's important to talk about e-waste, because unlike the other waste stream, e-waste is actually a very unique waste stream because of the fact that it has got toxic elements also inside it, as well as it has got precious elements inside it. So the toxic element inside it, if you know, they are being extracted in an informal manner, or in through an informal channel, so it creates you know, problem not just for environment but for the, you know, public health also. Similarly, since e-waste has also got precious elements inside it, so if they are being, you know, extracted through resource efficient manner, which is being practiced in the formal sector, so it can lead to a good number of, you know, employment generation, as well as it can contribute to circular economy as well. So the main focus is that of this section is to understand the why question, why it's important to why it's important to talk about e-waste, both as a problem as well as prospect or opportunity. So as I've already just discussed, that e-waste can be a problem because of the fact that it has got toxic and hazardous elements inside it, and if they are not disposed of properly, so it can harm the environment as well as health. And that's why it becomes very important to create awareness about proper disposal, how to, you know, dispose of our e-waste in a sustainable manner. So when we talk about the toxic or hazardous element present in e-waste, which are causing, you know, severe health implications, which can cause severe health implications. So see, there are various toxic elements inside e-waste, including arsenic, mercury, cadmium, copper, lead, dioxin, etc., etc. So they, all these, you know, toxic elements have got severe can have severe impact on our major organ system of our body, be it nervous system, endocrine system, immune system, reproductive system, cardiovascular system, etc., etc. So moreover, WHO and International Labour Organization has also highlighted to the fact that in the informal sector, especially the pregnant women and the child laborers who are working to, you know, just dismantle our e-waste and process it crudely, so they are actually highly, you know, vulnerable to the adverse impact of these toxic elements. So that's why we say that our e-waste, it is not just an environmental issue, it has got social implication also, because we may be generating our e-waste, but we are, since we are not processing it, or we are not dismantling it, or we are not recycling it on our own, and sadly we are sending it to informal channel through, you know, giving it to local kabadi wala, etc., etc. So the adverse impact of our gadgets, it is actually being faced and experienced by the people from the margins, especially pregnant women and child laborers who have to work in this informal sector, and their health is actually getting compromised. So, as per the WHO report of 2021, which is titled Children and Digital Dump Site, this report actually highlights to a very sad fact that nearly around 18 million children and adolescents are working in this informal sector, and because of their early exposure to these hazardous toxic elements, their health is getting, you know, means it they are at a high health risk because of these toxic element, the exposure to these toxic elements. Now, talking about the impact of e-waste on environment, like I have already discussed that at times we dump our e-waste into normal regular bin, or we just throw it here and there. So what happens that if we, for example, if we throw our e-waste into our regular bins, like most of the time, either our charger or wires, whenever we throw it in the dustbin. So what happens that when ultimately when it lands into the landfill, so either if automatic fire is there on the landfill, so what happens, the toxic elements will get will burn, and ultimately air pollution will be caused. Similarly, if suppose they are not getting burned there due to automatic fire, due to methane generation, so if rain is coming, so through rain, and they are further getting leached out in the soil and further to the groundwater. So again, these, because of the leaching of these toxic element into soil and ultimately into the groundwater, e-waste which is being dumped casually, it can lead to groundwater pollution also, it can lead to soil pollution also, and obviously through the food chain or through the groundwater passage, it will ultimately its adverse impact will ultimately reach to our to us also. So it's not so that the e-waste that we are dumping casually, and it's going far away to landfill area, it will not reach us back. Certainly, on an immediate basis, it will cause problem, especially to the people of the margin who are directly involved into e-waste sorting, dismantling through crude manner in the informal sector. But since air, water, soil, groundwater, these all are shared assets, right? These are not somebody's personal property. So ultimately all these toxic elements ultimately they reach us also through food chain or through groundwater or through soil, water, land, groundwater, or through all these ways. Now, problem with e-waste is also because of the fact that so far majorly our e-waste is being processed, crudely processed, or dismantled or recycled in informal channels. Now, as per the Global E-Waste Monitor report, around 20 to around 77% of our e-waste is still being processed in the informal channel, and only 22.3% is being processed formally. That's why our e-waste is causing more and more problem, because of the fact that it is being channeled and channeled into the informal sector and processed in the informal sector, wherein unfortunately there is uh, adequate environment and health safety measures are not followed there. And just now we have seen that it has got social implication also. It is affecting the life and health of children from the margin, and pregnant women and other laborers also. The same thing has also been highlighted in the report, which has been jointly prepared by Ministry of Electronics and European Union Resource Energy Initiative. So it also highlights to the fact that in informal channel, uh, the working conditions are quite hazardous, and proper safety measures are not there, and usually manual dismantling and processing of e-waste is going on. And basically in informal channel, crude techniques like open burning, acid bath, and manual dismantling is being used, which is making it the entire process very very risky, especially to those workers who are coming in direct contact with the toxic elements present in the e-waste. And all these things are posing to further increasing the environmental and health risks, especially to the workers or nearby community, and the people who are directly involved in this crude processing. So not just that, but from economics point of view, the economically also this in informal channels, since they are using crude methods, so the precious elements which are there like gold, silver, copper, etc., in the e-waste, they are not being recovered in a, in a efficient manner. That's why informal channel, because of the use of the crude methods, even the resource recovery is also quite inefficient. So they have this particular report by Ministry of Electronic and European Union Resource Energy Initiative also highlights to the fact that yes, apart from the other social and environmental implication of environmental challenges of informal e-waste recycling sector, other critical thing is that these precious elements, they are also being recovered in a resource inefficient manner, so making it more and more, loss of these precious elements during the crude processes. So now coming to the fact that yes, we have seen that e-waste has got problem, but e-waste also has got opportunity, and it also has got prospect, which is making actually it a unique waste stream, because it has got precious elements also inside it: gold, precious gold, silver, copper, nickel, etc. That's why at times e-waste is also being, regarded or considered as a mini urban mine, because we can it has got precious elements also inside it. And if these precious elements are being recovered in the formal recovery or recycling channels, so it can lead to direct employment for the people, as well as it can also contribute towards the circular economy. So uh, see, as per the new e-waste management rules, so earlier there were around 567 authorized recyclers, which were actually listed on CPCB's website. But ever since the new rules, even there is one new portal for e-waste management that CPCB has, created. That portal is called e-waste management system. So in fact, all those 567 authorized recyclers were supposed to, update all their documentations and other things. So post 2022, the number of e-waste recyclers has certainly gone down. So as on today, 20th June 2025, if you will go to the e-waste management system portal by CPCB, so you will find around 369 authorized e-waste recyclers are, listed on that particular portal. So means gradually the number of e-waste recyclers, it's increasing. So yes, earlier there were around 567 authorized recyclers, and till today, as per the new e-waste management rules, so far there are around 369 authorized recyclers. And as I have shown you this e-waste management rules gazette notification, if you will go through this notification, you will find that it actually talks about stakeholders responsibility. And as I've already told you that when we talk about the ecosystem, entire system or ecosystem of e-waste and its management, so there are no one particular, stakeholder involved. There are diverse stakeholders ranging from manufacturers of these gadgets, producer, refurbisher, consumer, recycler, and government, and they all have some responsibility. Since today in today's session, we are focusing on our role and our responsibility as consumer. So that's why we are going to focus on what are our responsibility, how we can manage our e-waste as a conscious consumer, as a conscious and a responsible consumer. So here comes the section of this presentation which talks about that what we can do as a conscious consumer to manage at least our e-waste, be it at individual level or at institutional level. So the first thing that we as a conscious consumer, we can do is to give our e-waste, or to channelize our e-waste only into the formal recycling channel only. So we must give our e-waste only to authorized recycler. And as I've already told you that till today, on the e-waste management portal, there are around 369 authorized e-waste recycler. Now you may ask me that how will you get to know that who all are the authorized recyclers? So as I have already told you that if you will type e-waste management system, so you will get this sort of page. So this is basically the e-waste management system portal under e-waste management rule. So if you will click the dashboard here, so you will find this sort of page. And this page, on the right hand side, it is having various blue boxes. So one of the blue box is recycler registration granted. So this is the statistics on the portal, on this portal, as per today's date. So on 20th June, that is today, till today, 369 recyclers have been granted registration on this portal. So when you will further click on this blue box, so such sort of list will be shown to you. So if you will click on this blue box, so you will find this sort of list. And it is having the details of all the authorized 369 authorized e-waste recyclers, and as these have been granted registration as per the new e-waste management rules. And certainly, yes, this number is certainly lesser than the earlier number of 567 authorized recyclers, but we hope that with time this number will further increase. Another thing which you can do as a conscious consumer is that since as an individual also you must be part of a collective body or institution, be it RWA or your own office or college or university, etc., etc. So whenever you plan to give your e-waste, and whenever you plan to channelize your e-waste into formal channel, so for that, try to organize a collective e-waste collection drive at your either at your RWA level or office level or school college alumni, meet during the alumni event also. So we always suggest to our participant that means after understanding the fact that we have to give our e-waste only to the formal channel, so we can have two options. We can directly call the recyclers individually and ask them to take our e-waste. But from sustainability point of view, it may not be a very good option, because the recycler pickup guy will either come through a bike or a small vehicle, and they will be using petrol, diesel, etc., etc., for their vehicle. So what will happen, that in order to address one environmental concern, that is of e-waste, you will end up creating another environmental concern or problem, that is air pollution. So we always suggest and advise that whenever you want to give your e-waste, it is always suggested that you should organize a collective e-waste collection drive at your institutional level, so that you can create a bigger and collective greener impact. So these are some of the pictures of the collective e-waste collection drive that we HME for your information, I must tell you that HME is also an authorized e-waste recycler, and we are also listed in the e-waste management portal. So we have MOUs with various universities, OP Jindal University and Guru Gobind Singh, affiliated colleges of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. So there we have, in past, we have also organized various e-waste collection drives. So there also we have organize the collective collection drive for a much bigger and significant greener impact. The next thing which you should as a conscious consumer should do is to not channelize your e-waste into informal channel, like I have also shared that most of the time our participants have reported that they tend to give their e-waste to normal kabadi wala, no local scrap dealer. So what will happen that through this informal channel, and since the earlier reports have also highlighted the fact that crude methods are being used and children are also working and pregnant women are also getting exposed to toxic elements and all. That's why and moreover due health safety measures are not environmental health safety measures are not followed in the informal channel. So it is always suggested not to give your e-waste into the informal channel. And now by saying so, one often we get this counter question that so far 77% of our e-waste is still being recycled, maybe in crude manner in informal through informal sector only, and it is actually many of the people are also getting their livelihood from informal sector. So means, don't you think that if you will advocate for informal sector and not sorry, if you will advocate for formal sector and not informal sector, it will have direct impact on the livelihood of these people from the margin or children from the margin? So yes, certainly this is an important concern, and that's why we as a conscious and responsible organization, sustainability organization, also advocate through our editorial newsletter, Ecotech Talks. So we have been highlighting all these things in our Ecotech Talk newsletter, and we have actually been emphasizing and making advocacy for the fact that uh, we should not talk about the abolition of informal sector, because so far they are a crucial and important and significant stakeholder who are presently dismantling and processing our e-waste. So what can be a better approach rather than abolition of informal sector is upgradation of these informal sector and these laborers through capacity building, through training, through technological support, or through financial support. So yes, while advocating for the fact that we should not give our e-waste into the informal channel, we have to be careful that since livelihood of so many people is still associated with informal sector, so rather than abolition of this sector, upgradation of this informal sector and its workers is much more inclusive approach. And next thing which we can do as a conscious consumer is that we should not throw our e-waste into the regular bins, because ultimately it will go to landfill, and the toxic element will leach out, thereby polluting soil as well as groundwater. And whenever next thing is that whenever you are buying any new gadgets, always check for its user manual, because user manual must have the information on the lifespan related to that particular product. Moreover, after this new e-waste management rules, now it becomes important for the brand owners and the manufacturers and the producers to mention these lifespan related details in the user manual, so that the consumer can know that how long they can use their gadgets, and once it becomes e-waste, so what is to be done, how is to be disposed of in a safe and responsible manner. So yes, we may not be in a habit of reading a user manual, but next time whenever you buy any new equipment, try to go through its user manual and just find out whether these sort of lifespan and related details is being mentioned or not in the user manual. And if it's not there, you can always write to them, because as per the new e-waste management rules, all these things have to be mentioned in the user manual for the better awareness of the consumers. And yes, judicious consumption, because we cannot say that means after this session we will stop buying the gadgets, because we may be needing it, and we cannot totally reduce our gadget consumption or usage to zero, right? So what could be a more judicious, what could be a more appropriate approach then, will be judicious consumption, right? We cannot say that no consumption, but we can always go for judicious approach of judicious consumption, and we should think before buying any additional new electronic and electrical appliances. We should buy it only when it is, it is needed. Try to not have the gadget for other vague or casual reasons, like just to impress others or like that. And whenever possible, go for repairs. And if possible, if the gadget is little bit broken or it needs repair, so always go for repair rather than immediately buying new, because it will also further add to more e-waste footprint. Now you may ask me this thing, that at times this entire process of repair is so tedious. Like for example, if suppose I'm having this phone and the screen of this phone got damaged, so if I want to if I want to get it repaired, and if I approach the outlet, the brand outlet for this, so they may quote me a higher price, or they may say that you will this spare part or this particular model is not spare part is not available, or maybe you will get the spare part after 15 days or 16 days or after 1 month. So all these, because of all these things, sometimes the consumer who is conscious and who wants to go for repair, that conscious consumer even gets discouraged to go for repair. So in order to address all these things, even government of India has also come up with a new portal, which is called right to repair portal. So this portal, the purpose or the objective of this portal is to address all these issues, and so as to in fact break the hegemony or monopoly of such brand owners who are deliberately trying to discourage repair, so that the consumer can buy more and more new gadgets and they can earn profit. And also all these, so as to address all these concerns, government of India has come up with this right to repair portal, in which so far till today there are around 65 brand owners who have registered on this portal, but on a voluntary basis. Since this new portal has come up in the year of 2023, so it is still in the very nascent preliminary stage. So far government has not made it mandatory for the producer brand owners to get it registered on the portal. So far they have kept it on a voluntary basis. So far 65 around 65 brand owners have registered, and ideally all these producer brand owners are supposed to mention the various details related to the product, and in case the consumer wants to have a particular spare part, so from where the consumer can get the spare part at affordable price and with greater accessibility, all these details related to product must be there, must be provided by the producer brand owner for the ease of the consumer. So all these concerns are being uh, addressed through this portal. And since it is a nascent stage, so maybe it will take some more time to for this portal to get much more structured and much more effective. So in case you want to know more about this right to repair, this entire movement in India. So the April 2025 edition of Ecotech Talks, it has actually covered this particular topic of right to repair in the April 2025 edition. So in case you want to know more about the more detail about this particular topic, so you please refer to this newsletter edition. I have also provided the QR for this Ecotech Talk edition. So, in fact, Mrs. Nidhi Khare, she is presently the Secretary of Department of Consumer Affairs. So, actually, she has been the means she has played a very pivotal role, and she has been the pioneer for evolving the right to repair movement in India. So thankfully we have got her input and her article on this particular topic for our Ecotech Talks, and for that we are very grateful to her. So I'm sure if you want to know more about this right to repair movement with the respect to in the context of India, so please go through this newsletter edition. And also, the next responsibility is that try not to store or collect your e-waste for a long time at your home, because usually we have this tendency that we keep our old gadgets, broken gadgets, at one corner, maybe in drawer or almirah, and we just forget. So in this context, I would like to even highlight this point that the new e-waste management rules, the gazette notification also points to the fact that we should try to you know uh, channelize our e-waste and formally dispose it within 6 months. So that because of the fact that since it is having toxic elements, and once we keep it at one corner or drawer or almirah, and after that we just forget it. So and children since we all are having children in our home, at our home, so they may get exposure of these gadgets and the toxic elements present in it. So for the safety reasons also, it is always suggested that we should not keep our e-waste for more than 6 months. And obviously, do not burn your e-waste along with the regular waste. Even regular waste should not be burned because it will cause air pollution, and specifically since e-waste contains toxic elements, so it should not be burnt. And yes, so the presentation is more or less uh, complete. So I will just take one more minute to just highlight that how we, as a responsible sustainability organization, HME, we are trying to lead the change. So we have got our recycling registration or certification in the financial year 2023-2024, and so far in the last 2 years of our recycling operations, we have successfully managed to recycle around 2800 tons of e-waste. And also it is certainly an achievement for us that within this period, and we have been also we also got listed on this e-waste management system portal. So this is certainly an achievement for us. So so far uh, in the 2 years of our recycling operations, we have been able to set up 17 collection center pan India. All the lists you can get on our website www.hmegreen.com. And we are also having our logistic partner Transcope Logistic and also Gati. And we also follow all the we follow the recycling process as laid by the CPCB. And also we are running various awareness campaigns, like umbrella campaign is hashtag be a green warrior campaign. Apart from that, youth for green impact campaign, in which we are also providing internship opportunities to various college students. And declutter for green impact is like collection. This is a campaign for e-waste collection through RWAs or school, colleges, or other institutions. Partnership for Planet. In Partnership for Planet campaign, we are actually formally tying up through MOUs with various institutions for e-waste awareness and collection. And these are some of the pictures of our e-waste awareness and collection drive. And these are the pictures for our MOUs which we have done with OP Jindal Global University and other affiliated institutes of colleges of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. These are green interns from SGT University Gurgaon who have joined their Youth for Green Impact internship with HME. And these are, so far we have come up with 9 editions of Ecotech Talks. So these are just three which I have just shown on this slide. So through Ecotech Talks newsletter also, we are trying to build green advocacy for circular economy and sustainable waste management. And we are very happy to share that we have also got 25 plus EPR partners who are actually supporting us for running these awareness collection campaigns. And we are also helping these EPR corporate partners in fulfilling their EPR compliances. And recently, on World Environment Day with Rajasthan State Pollution Control Board, we have conducted city-wide e-waste collection drive in Jaipur, and this entire event was even flagged off by CM of Rajasthan. So thank you so much. Thank you, Green Warriors. So my only last statement would be to lead this green change together, because building this initiative into a mass movement requires collective action. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Renu. It was very wonderful webinar session, letting us know, going through what, how, why about the e-waste. We got to know just e-waste is not about electrical, but electrical, electronics, and much more beyond that. And and also we get an idea that how we at this point also having a portion of e-waste with us, which will be going through either in 6 months to 2 to 3 years at max in the e-waste. So how we can be responsible for that, its management and sustainable, uh, a complete refurbishment or recycling part of for that e-waste. And also a big thank you to letting us know about the recent CPCB guidelines regarding the e-waste management. It will be very helpful for the students who are now who maybe studying for their general knowledge also, as well as for their upcoming if they go for masters and other research topics.
Yes.
And the topic about the right to repair was really a nice initiative that we were.
Yes.
Actually, I can say that I was not aware about this thing. And so it's a nice initiative by the government to actually promote about repairing and refurbishing rather going for new
Yes.
projects entirely. So now we open the session for a few questions. If any one participant has a question, they can raise their hand and then we can unmute them and they can ask their question. Or alternatively, they can type their question in the chat box. We'll have from there. Yes, two participants have raised their hands. I can just check. Yes, yes, Chaitra, you can unmute and you can ask your question.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Very nice talk. Thank you so much for giving us so much information. My question is, how, when you, I assume that from your 17 odd recycling uh, collection units, you bring it all to your plant facility at Rajasthan. How exactly do you reprocess it? And My interest is whether the elements finally that are segregated individually, do they go back to making new electronic items? Is there a channel for connecting the
So for
waste that
that,
is collected?
I would like to just show you one slide. Uh, So as far as your later question is concerned, that what about the recovered metals or materials? So as far as HME is concerned, we ultimately send it to the downstream vendors. So yes, there have been discussions in the discourse. Just a second. So the general process which we follow, because of the limited time, I could not explain you the further intricacy of each and every step. So the main general step which our operation team, see, we are having an operation team also, who is taking after the recycling process and plant operation. So in general terms, what we the general step that we are following for our e-waste processing is, first of all, we sort the e-waste and then dismantle it into relatively smaller pieces, both manually as well as automatically. And after that, the dismantled material is being shredded into smaller pieces, and further it is being crushed under pressure, so that it can become powdered. It can become powdered. And after that, see, the powdered content will have various metals inside it, or materials inside it. So individual separators are there for each and every type of metal or material. So separation of crushed material is being done by individual separators, and when these individual metals or materials are obtained, they are ultimately being sent to the downstream vendors. So these downstream vendors further use it for making some other, means they, this is basically entirely a circular chain. And yes, there are certain concerns also which are there from which we receive from the manufacturer side, like sometimes so far, since all these rules have come just recently, and the system is getting structured more and more on means day by day basis. So yes, there are certain manufacturers and producers and who are having this apprehension that the quality of the recovered material or metals may not be as good as the raw metals and materials. So yes, their concern is genuine, but with more and more adoption of circular economy principle, it is being it is being emphasized that the means we are having limited resource pool of these precious elements. So we cannot we have to actually find out some way or the other to actually make the recovered material and metal usable into our primary manufacturing stream.
Yes,
So as far
yes.
as us HME is concerned, at the end we are just sending our recovered metals and material to downstream vendors. After that, it is means after that they are supposed to uh,
further clean them or purify them to as per what their downside clients are requiring them. So yes, I agree. Maybe the question, the answer entails to both recovery of the precious elements, as well as the other elements, how purify they are getting, how much
yeah,
cleaner they are getting
because
separated
there
from
can
one
be,
another.
see, but because there can be certain recyclers who are recovering these recovered material and then making it
Yes.
converting into some other products and all. But as far as HME is concerned, we are not into manufacturing. So in our process, we are finally recovering these individual metals and materials, and sending it to related downstream vendors, since we are
Okay.
not into manufacturing. But there can be recyclers who are further utilizing these metals and all, and
Yes.
make using it for some other products and all.
Yes. So may I take now another question from Santoshji? Yes, Santosh, you can unmute. Yes, you can ask your question, sir.
Hi Renu, hi Simpi. Thank you for organizing this session. I was on and off. I was not able to continuously follow the session. I hope some recording or some PPTs will be PDF will be shared after this session. My first question is: see, all the e-waste are not 100% waste, right? So, for example, if some parts of the washing machine is damaged, normally simply what in general people will do is they'll just mold the washing machine, sell it to some.
Mr. Santosh, your voice is very low. Can you please speak a bit louder?
Okay, I'm switching off my camera. I hope it will be better now. Is it better?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Uh, I will repeat my questions. Post this session, I hope the recordings will be shared. That is one
Yeah.
thing. Second thing is like all the e-waste, whatever we people in general dispose it, all are
Uh,
not 100% outdated, right? Some parts of the e-waste will be reusable, right?
mhm,
Say, for example, a washing machine body got repaired, got damaged. Some people, what
mhm.
we used to do is, in general, we used to throw away and buy one new washing machine. But still, it has life. The motor or the engine in the washing machine still has some extended life. They can be
Uh,
reused or reused, right? In before getting recycled, it can be
uh.
reused. How HME is involved in these kind of activities? Is that like 100% it is going to be recycled or some percentage will
No,
go
no, 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 no.
for this?
Actually, recently we have also started the refurbishing vertical also at our plant. So, means since operation team is separate, so they may be able to, answer this particular question better. So, so far I know that we have also started our refurbishing vertical as well. So, all these sort of, things are being taken care by the refurbishment team.
Okay, so maybe Santosh sir, you can connect with the Dr. Renu
Yeah,
later
and
on.
as
She
far
has
as
shared.
the recordings and all is concerned, I think Simpy will take care of it. And actually, I was also supposed to, show some videos, etc. Also, but because of paucity of time, I may not show all those videos, and also have shared. All these reference reading materials also with SMP. So I hope after the session you will get all these even reports and gazette notification and other things, mission live document and all with you.
Yes, we will be sharing that with all the
Yeah.
participants who have joined our session today. We'll be sharing the material with the videos as well
Hmm.
as the presentation. Will This session will be uploaded on our YouTube channel, Santosh sir. You can check
Okay.
that. And for further understanding the mechanism of HME, how they work for the part we have just questioned, you can connect with her on our email ID. She
Yeah,
has shared.
what I can suggest you is that since I'm basically taking care of the awareness editorial part of my organization, so I may not be the right person to talk much about the operation that is being taking place at our recycling plant. So in case you are any of you are having any query, specific query related to plant operations and recycling process, please drop us your questions, and maybe I will forward it to my plant and operation team so that they can answer all these questions in a much detailed manner.
Yes, we have one last question from Manojji. Yes, Manoj, sorry. You can unmute yourself and ask a question. This will be the last question of the session. And I'm also requesting we have shared a feedback form. So if all of you can
And
just
for
complete.
rest of the participants, if they are not able to ask their question, I request all of you to just drop your question in the chat box so that Dr. Simply can share those questions with me later on, and we will try to get them answered and sent back to you.
Yes. Manoj sir, you can ask your question.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Renu. Hi, this is Manoj Mehta from
Hello
Mahalakshmi
sir. Hello
Cycles.
sir.
How
Hello
are
sir.
you?
I am fine sir, I am fine
Actually,
sir.
I'm sorry I joined late because of some other work.
Okay, okay, okay.
Just to, for the knowledge of Simpi ma'am, we are in the same profession. We are having
Yes,
e-waste
yes.
management plant in Pune. Uh,
Hmm.
I think the session was very good. I couldn't attend it completely, but the last few glimpses what I have seen was were fantastic. And
Thank you sir.
congratulations for joining with Rajasthan government for the e-waste collection drive.
Thank you, sir. We are actually learning a lot from you and your
I would like
initiatives.
to
Thank you so
share with
much.
all the group that EPR portal is been opened by CPCB, but there are so many problems on the EPR portal. I tried to call all the numbers which they have given, even Mr. Bharat Sharma, but I
Hmm.
have not received any response, even on the
Hmm.
mail. I was trying to register on EPR portal as a refurbisher,
Acha.
but I
Okay.
have not. I could not go beyond one particular stage.
Okay. Sir, maybe
So if
because of
you
the fact that I think 30th June is the
no, that is the part for filling up the return. We have
uh, because I
CPCB
think yeah,
website.
because
That's not
day
available.
before yesterday we also tried to update something on the portal, but we have also faced problem. Maybe the portal is not
No, I
work.
wanted to register, and I am trying to do
Ach-
this for last 6 months. I am not getting through.
Oh, acha, okay.
Yeah.
So,
So if anyone could be of help, I tried to contact their Pune office as well, but their number is also not reachable.
okay, okay. So, Manoj sir, I will try to, means get you connected to my
Hello?
concern team. Hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
Manoj sir, you are audible, sir. Renu ma'am is saying that she will get you connected with the concerned person if she is able to further connect with someone from that
I will get
organization.
him connected to my EPR team
Okay.
because they are the one who are means in touch. They may be in touch with the concerned person.
Ah,
So what I will do, sir, I will get you connected to my EPR team for that. I hope that will be of
yes, please.
some
If
help
you could
to
do
you.
that, it would be of great help.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if at all Simpy ma'am has any queries or any, you can pass it on me. We can satisfy. If
Okay.
at all they want to visit facility, our facility is there in Pune.
Oh, sure, sir. Sure. So we would like to know more about your organization, and then we can definitely have a meeting and discuss what we can do for the e-waste in Pune region.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
And one more thing, Dr. Renu, are you
Yes.
able to do domestic collection through your transporting partners, Gati and all? Are you doing that?
Yes, actually, we are also there is this our campaign going on called Declutter for Green Impact. So under
Ah,
this Declutter for Green Impact, so under this
uh-huh.
campaign, we have been collecting our e-waste from
Hmm.
various RWAs and all, means local RWAs and all. So,
Acha. Uh-huh.
huh. So
Is it happening on India, pan India basis or to particular pockets?
for RWA and all, we are as of now we are focusing on Delhi NCR, but
Uh-huh.
through our logistic partners, we are actually collecting e-waste from our clients from Chennai and uh, means uh, means from distant location. We are taking help of
That
them.
will be that will be morely that will be corporates or even
Yes,
domestic
yes.
house
So
corporates.
far, sir, we are getting the domestic collections from Delhi NCR.
Okay,
And
okay,
corporate collection, yes, we are getting from faraway positions as well, Chennai
okay,
and all, etc. Uttarakhand,
okay.
like that. Yeah.
No issues. If you have any such constraints for Pune and complete Maharashtra region, let
Oh,
us know. We can be of your help.
okay, sir. Sure.
We can do throughout Maharashtra, Karnataka,
Hmm.
then adjoining states like Gujarat
Because
and all.
recently we
Uh,
have done e-waste awareness at
mm,
one of the corporate partners office here
mm,
in Delhi, Okla.
I
So
see.
during the World Environment Day, they have also organized this e-waste collection drive at various
Uh,
locations in Pan India. So
yeah, that
they
might
have
be in their office.
sir, head office is in Delhi, branch
Hmm.
offices are at various locations
Different
pan
states
India.
of
So
South,
they
yes.
have said that they will they means they have taken this ownership that they will get it collected and will collect it at one point, that is Delhi's Okla office, and after
Okay,
that they will
okay.
give it to us.
Okay, okay.
So
So if you have
from their
such any
side they have
constraint,
said
let us
that
know. We can be of your help.
sure sir,
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you, Manu sir. Uh,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you, Manu sir, for your
Thank
help.
you and bye.
Yeah.
Thank you sir, thank you Manoj sir.
Next time when you come Pune, please visit our
Sure
office.
sir, thank you sir, sure.
So, yes.
And same is applicable to Simpi ma'am also.
Thank you, sir. We hope to have your organization. You can drop an email to us, and then we can further connect about the same.
I have replied back your mail to your
Okay.
invitation.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll check that, sir. I'll check that.
Your
Yes.
first invitation I have replied back.
Okay.
You
Okay,
just
sir.
check
And
that.
I'll again check that, and
Hmm?
we can again meet uh, for this purpose. And I thank you every participants to join
Yeah.
us today for our webinar session. I thank you, Dr. Renu Sharma, for giving us this insightful learning and experience about her e-waste journey.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And I
We
just request if your team members have clicked the photograph of this event, so please
Yeah,
do share the photograph
definitely.
later on.
We'll be sharing this event information about and our other social media platforms also, and we'll be tagging
Sure.
you, and all other things will be done. We'll
And I
share in the
must once again, thanks PKC, and I would also like to share that the event details and pictures will also be covered in the July edition of Ecotech Talk. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for your support.